This lecture looks at how we get growth from technological developments into a Solow growth model. I'll give an overview of a range of technologies and means of doing this. And then the only one we'll really dive into is the exogenous growth of technology. And we'll also look in the course a little bit at labor augmenting technology. But the idea is this. So we've already introduced the Cobb-Douglas production function. And we saw that when we look at output in terms of L or K, this is how much K we're using, this is how much labor we're using, and we're getting some amount of GDP. The only way to get permanent growth without always increasing capital and out always increasing labor is by shifting what we call technology. Technology, by definition, is what allows us to get more output per labor with the same inputs and more output per capital, per unit of capital. So we didn't change any input, we just suddenly got more stuff out. There are a million ways we can think about this. We can think of it in terms of a technology, like the iPad I'm using to record this video, although that's really more capital or a way of enhancing capital. We can think of it as the internet. We can think of it just as knowledge. So you're taking this class, that's adding to your knowledge, and you're presumably out there sharing that and employing that in the economy as a better economist. All of those things are spreading knowledge, and those things are making labor more effective. We can think of it as techniques of production. We talked about Henry Ford. We talked about Sam Walton and the Walmart innovations. Think about Steve Jobs. Any innovation or technology that comes about. And we can think about these in terms of institutions that encourage those things. So a legal framework in your economy provides a legal basis for patents, research, copyrights. All of those things add to the technological growth. So you would need a whole other course and probably a PhD to really dive into what drives technological growth. And to be honest, I think we sometimes don't understand this as economists. Even professional PhD research economists struggle with what really generates this. So we're going to look at a few of those concepts very briefly, and then we will outline them, and then there's only one or two that we'll actually look at in terms of the model and evaluating the model.